Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Today, the Aquatic update has just been released on the Java edition, though I am reviewing this on the Bedrock edition, even though I think it's now on the Bedrock edition for a long time now. But anyways, this update is coming out on the Java edition, which is PC, the Bedrock edition, which consists of Windows 10, Xbox One, all those platforms. It's also coming out eventually. I say eventually, it's not coming out on the 18th for PS4, 360, PS3, Vita, and Wii U. They'll be coming out eventually on those platforms. And it's also going to be the last update on Xbox 360, PS3, PS Vita, and Wii U. And it will not be coming out on the old versions of the Nintendo Switch and Xbox One, just the Bedrock editions. So yeah, this is going to be the 1.4 update if you're on Bedrock, I believe. I am playing a beta, so on top it says 1.6.0.6, whatever. Or on Bedrock, Java, you notice it's 1.13. The console versions, you'll notice is TU67, aka the Aquatic update. Let's get down to business. So I'm going to go over these signs over here, because I know for a fact I may just forget these if I don't right now. So they added the Buffet World type on the Java version, icebergs, 9 ocean biomes, which includes the frozen, cold, deep warm, lukewarm, deep lukewarm, normal, deep normal, and warm biomes for the ocean biomes. Underwater caves and ravines. There's also the treasure map, which we'll get into. Both have smoother controls now. 8 new achievements, and magma will spawn in underwater caves, ravines, or whatnot. Now, let's get to the features. Now, that's not a feature. So, the first feature here are the different types of trap doors for all the different types of wood. So, you got spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. Next up are slabs and stairs for different types of prismarine blocks, which includes regular prismarine, dark prismarine, and prismarine brick stairs and slabs. We'll get into kelp in a minute when we get out in the outside, but as you can see, when you smelt kelp in a furnace, you will get dried kelp, which you can eat. But if you take 9 kelp and a craft table in that form, you will put this into it, you can get a kelp block, and that annoying sound, is that guy, which we'll get into. The kelp block you can smelt using fuel in a furnace like you would coal. Next up, we got the Trident and the turtle shell, both of which we'll get into in a minute. I'm going to take this when I do. If you use the turtle shell in a brewing stand, you can get the Potion of the Turtle Master, which at its max gives you slowness 6 and resistance 4. That's a powerful amount of slowness, but you also get a lot of resistance, so you almost take no damage. It's only for 20 seconds. But you can get it in its regular form, splash potion, lingering potion, and tipped arrow form. Now, on the Java edition, an activated arrow will give off particles. I saw mention on the Java edition there's also a debug stick. But anyways, an activated lever on the Java edition will give off particles. This version it doesn't. Though I'm sure because I am recording this the day before the update comes out, so I'm sure by the time you all are seeing this, it will already be added. But, yeah. So that's just FYI. Now, Phantom membrane, which is dropped by phantoms, which we'll get into. Same thing as that guy right there. When you take his membrane and put it in a brewing stand, you will get the Potion of Slow Falling. And you also get its splash, lingering, and tipped arrow forms as well. Next up is stripped logs. Now it's got oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak variants. And whoops. I knew something was going to mess up eventually. So basically, to get this, you just basically take an axe and you hit LT or whatever that button is for other platforms, and you just like that. Now, I'll also mention the bark blocks as well. On the Bedrock Edition, you can't get these in the creative inventory. If I can go through here, and in fact, I had not been cactus, but you can go in here, and as you can see, it's just the regular and the stripped variants. Now, how do I get them here, you may ask? It's basically just use the set block command. So in this case, it's set block tilde 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 log 12, 13, 14, and 15 for those four. So this one's 12, this one's 13, this one's 14, this one's 15. For these two, it's set block tilde 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 log with a number 2 at the end of it, and then 12 for this one, 13 for this one. But to get the stripped variant, it's the same thing. Just do that. And next up is the Conduit, which we'll get into more detail about later when we get outside. You just take 9 of these shells surrounded by Heart of the Sea, both which we'll get into in a sec. This is the Noctilla shell, by the way, or however you pronounce that. I really have no idea how to pronounce this. You also have the pressure plate and button forms of different types of wood now, as opposed to just oak and stone. And also the Phantom Mob. This is the annoying guy you've been hearing this whole time. I had to. He was getting a little noisy. But yes, this is the Phantom Membrane he drops. And that's a spawn egg. Blue Eyes, which you can get, I believe, in the Icebergs place. From Icebergs. I did not reset. See, I did do a second take of this as well, so the second take kind of screwed up towards the end. But, if I can find the standard pumpkin, which I am. So, this is how pumpkins should spawn now. This is how they grow. They're faceless now, as opposed to what they would normally do. To get the face pumpkins, you just take shears to them. And you also get the seeds with it. I should also mention that blue ice, it's more slippery than packed ice and regular ice. Speaking of those, you can now craft packed ice. If you take 9 regular ice in a crafting table, and if you take 9 packed ice in a crafting table, that's how you get packed ice. 9 packed ice in a crafting table gives you blue ice. Next up, you can now, on the Bedrock editions of the game, you can enable Minecraft Education Edition chemistry features, which are labeled, or can now be enabled under the cheats category in your world options. When you do that, you will get all these elements, including a mystery block, I'll call it, but all 118 elements, including a 119th block. I don't know what this is. But as you can see, that's that. And yes, that's all 118 elements. Also, for things like this, you have to craft in one of these things down here, which I'll show you after this. Is the ammonium latex. Only the elements and these 4 things can you find in the creative inventory. Things like latex and stuff you have to create yourself. And by the name of these is the element constructor, the compound creator, lab table, and the material reducer. Those have nothing to do with the update Aquatic, they were just added in the update as a feature. New music, which if you stick around to the end of the video you'll get to hear, is Axolotl, I don't know how to pronounce Axolotl in the third one. But there's also Dragonfish and Shiniji, I want to call it. I don't know. Normal and purple shulker boxes. For the longest time since shulker boxes were added, the normal shulker box was the the purple shulker box. Now it's got its purple variant. Outside is where I told you I'd show you most of the things. Let's get to this thing first, which are the different mobs. Now I'm going to spawn these mobs in too. Except for the drown, because he's already in there. Salmon, which is this salmon. These guys drop raw fish, or if you kill them with fire, it'll drop cooked fish. And you also notice that most of these textures were actually changed as well. Especially this one. But pretty much all these fish will drop bones. There's also... Now, the pufferfish isn't new. He's been in the game since 1.7. But he now drops bones. He also drops his... Well, I should say the pufferfish mob has just been added. The pufferfish item has been in the game. The pufferfish mob is new. So, he'll drop pufferfish and bones. There's also the cod. So the cod, he drops the raw fish and bones. And tropical fish, which will drop tropical fish, which used to be known as clownfish, and bones. And these are the different fish, by the way. They're already in this cage, but I'm just gonna spawn them anyways. Oh! Wow. Epic fail. Now that's the pufferfish. You saw how small he was, but when he feels threatened, he will, like, puff and get bigger. That's cod. That's the tropical fish. I should also mention that tropical fish have 3,000 variants. The dolphin drops. You are evil if you kill these guys, by the way. So this is the dolphin. And yeah, that's what's been making the farting noise the entire time, was the dolphin, I guess. But you see, they'll do that. But if you do happen to kill them, which you're evil if you do, you get raw fish, which is probably easier if you kill these guys anyways. You get bones while at it. Next up is the sea turtle, which I'll spawn it in here. I guess that's the magma's killing them. But that's the sea turtle. I should also mention about the sea turtles. They can be bred with seagrass. They will lay up to 4 eggs, then they will hatch, and a baby turtle will pop out. Once fully grown, they will drop the scute item, which scutes, by the way, look like this. This is the scute item, right here. 5 these things can be crafted into a turtle shell. The player, which by the way, if you craft it, you put it in the craft table the same way as you would with a helmet. The player and zombies can both jump on these eggs and break them. Doing so will not spawn a baby turtle. So, you can craft this turtle shell. Doing so, I believe, just slows you down drastically, but it also gives you 10 seconds of water breathing, so yeah, that's good. I believe it slows you down, I don't know. That's the sea turtle. Next up is the drown. Sea turtle drops seagrass and the scute when the baby turtle grows up. The drown mob drops rotten flesh. On rare occasions, it will drop gold ingots. And then also, sometimes they will spawn holding the shell or the new Trident weapon. Ew. And yeah. So, now we're getting to these features here. Shipwrecks. So, this shipwreck right here is nothing that you'll find as a normal shipwreck. This I actually made myself, as you can clearly tell. It looks more like a hook. But in these shipwrecks, there's also ruins, by the way. Which, this also looks nothing like a ruin you would see. But within these ruins or shipwrecks, you will find treasure chests. If I can find where that is here. As you can see, in these treasure chests you will find random items. This is not the real treasure map. I actually just put a map in here to show it off. But, so that's not the real treasure map. I put that in to show it off. Because you can't get them in creative mode on whatever reason. For whatever reason, you can't get them in creative mode. But when you look at the treasure map, most of the time it will show an X mark in this spot, and that will lead you to buried treasure. And that's how you find the heart of the sea item. And also some other stuff as well. It will be random loot as well. So we already got to ruins and buried treasure. So next up is Seagrass, and we'll add it. We might as well cover kelp and sea pickles as well. So this is the Seagrass, and these are sea pickles. They can spawn up to 4 items each. This is the Seagrass right here. Did I call it Seagrass the entire time? Wow. This is kelp. This is Seagrass. These are pickles. Right here is the drowned mob. That's the baby drown. That's the regular drown. This is the drown holding a trident. There's also a drown holding the shell, or a drown holding both the trident and the shell. So yeah. Heart of the Sea, I think we already covered that. You can use that to craft the conduit. Squids will shoot ink when they are hurt, so... If I get a squid egg here. When I spawn one in, and I hit him, as you can see, he shot out a lot of ink. Floating items. And I don't know why this does not seem to work in this world, floating items. Like, it's just not working for some reason. However, when the music plays, you will actually see a lot of these features that I can't show in this world in action. So you will see that happen while the music's playing, because I did put the music in the background of a swimming video. A Minecraft swimming video. You know what I mean. New swimming animations, you will see those into play more clearly, because in this world, you can barely see me underwater. Like, that's the visibility. But to show it off, these are new swimming animations. I should also mention the dolphins, they will give you dolphin's grace. So, which makes you swim faster. Meaning, yes, they will swim with you. Tropical fish, we already covered that. Coral. Now, there's also dead coral, so when you place dead coral without any water surrounding it, whether it be the coral fan, the coral itself, or the block, they will turn to this dead color here. And by the way, there's fire, horn, brains, tube, and bubble variants of these. But they will naturally spawn in water. You can also place them in water, and if you do, they'll be colorful like that. So this is the regular coral. There are variants as well. This is the fire coral, and this is the block of all the different types of bubbles. That's horn, that's bubble, that's brain, and this is tube, I believe. Yes, tube. We already covered dolphins and cod, pufferfish, salmon, kelp. Pufferfish, when they puff, they will give off a poison effect. Sea turtles. I should also cover the sea turtle eggs, because why not? So, this is the sea turtle egg. Just like seagrass, you can place them into up to a group of 4. And oddly enough, so players and zombies, as mentioned before, can jump on this. Zombies can also mean husk and drowns, I believe. And that's oddly satisfying. I don't know if it's just the sound, but this is oddly satisfying to me. That's odd. But yeah. So, yeah. We already covered drown stuff. Magma Box will pull you underwater, and while at it, will also cover the soul sands affecting this as well. So these are bubble columns, and I think that's what's been hurting these dolphins this entire time. So just the second I go above, get directly above this magma block, it will pull me down. It'll also make that sound effect. This is the soul sand, however, will do the complete opposite. So that soul sand will push you up. The conduit and the conduit power effects, which is haste and stuff. Now, as far as I heard, you have to surround the conduit with prismarine while it's underwater. I cannot get anything out of this, so I can't show that off at all. But I'm sure many people can if you watch other videos. Dolphins will attack the player when they are hit. And I think turtles do as well. And we also already covered sea pickles. Sea pickles will glow in the water. Also, undead mobs will drown, so if I find an undead mob here, whether that be a zombie, a husk skeleton, all undead mobs except for the drowned mob, because they're meant to be underwater. I believe zombies drowning underwater will turn into the drowned mob, so that's probably not a good comparison. We'll do husk instead. As you can see, he's gonna drown now. See, yeah, that's all that. Now, next up, we're gonna cover the Trident's enchantment. Now, so all the enchantments are as follows. I should also mention the Trident does 8 attack damage, which is actually more than the diamond sword, unless you're like me, who puts sharpness 5 on their diamond sword. But the Trident has the Impaling enchantment, which goes up to level 5, the Riptide enchantment, which goes up to level 3, Loyalty, which also goes to level 3, and Changeling, which will go to level 1. Now, you think this is pronounced as channeling? The Changeling enchantment is pronounced as Changeling. I, for the longest time, call it channeling, because that's what I thought it was for the longest time. It's actually Changeling. Now, the Impaling enchantment will basically make you do extra damage against aquatic mobs. Or, I actually saw it doing extra damage against all mobs, but, you know, I could kill the turtle! Oh, Jesus. That was terrible. The Riptide enchantment, this will only work underwater or when it's raining. Which I might as well just make it rain now, right? Basically, this will allow you to go flying. So yeah. That's what it does. But, like I said, it only works when it's raining. What? But it only works when it's raining. If it's not raining, it's not gonna work. Loyalty will give your Trident a higher chance of coming back to you, as you can see. And then Changeling, this will only work when it's raining with a thunderstorm. So basically what this does is when you shoot the Trident, and as you can see, this is the first attempt. But when you shoot the Trident, it will shoot lightning on the Trident. Which means, yes, it's a lot easier to get charged creepers now. Now it's going to be a little loud, because, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to be silent as this happens. easier to get charged creepers now. But I believe that is it all in the aquatic update. So I'll just put these back. And yeah, so again, you have to use the set block command to get these unavailable items. Also, I should mention that you can't use the set block command to get the stripped bark logs. You have to actually place these ones down and strip them with an axe. But anyways, I believe that's about it. I think I covered everything. And I should also mention, I didn't find any bug fixes, nor did I find any bugs. So, that's that. But, as promised, the rest of this video is going to be played with this music. So, hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you're wondering why I'm not using my regular skins, because the Bedrock Edition doesn't have my ninja skin. So, that's going to be it for now, but there's going to be some music playing. So, I'll see you all later. Bye!